What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Slackercast. I'm Greg. With me today is Jonathan.
It's a me.
Sweet. Lawrence.
What's going on, guys?
The 90s baby. Mr. Sex Appeal himself, Dustin.
Feels good to be back.
The one and only.
So, everybody, well, are you ready for World War III?
I'm here for it.
Yes.
Not really.
I don't know if it's going to get that far.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I don't know what's going on, man. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Well, if there's one thing you can say that the Ukrainian people ain't going down without a fight. So
Who's
fault
is this?
So this whole thing is basically like
who started this?
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm getting input here. This whole thing basically is over land and resources, correct?
pretty much, it's just Putin wanting to reclaim the USSR. Basically, he doesn't want Ukraine to join NATO because Ukraine borders Russia, and if Ukraine is a NATO ally, then Russia feels like it's at risk.
I want to add to that. It's like,
Go ahead.
How the U.S. feel if Russia started putting bases in Cuba or something like that, which they did before, and it started a big deal. Like, that's pretty much what it is. So
Great thought, Lawrence. We're moving on.
Well,
No,
I mean, like what he said though, we at the time with Cuba, we had bases in Turkey.
yeah, so it's always tit for tat, dude. So it's like,
you know.
I'm not, like I said, I wasn't pro-Russian or pro-Putin or pro-Ukrainian, but come on, man. It's like,
Well,
you see where he's coming from on that.
First off, I'm
Go
going to tell
ahead.
you something right now, Lawrence. We're America. We'll have bases wherever the fuck we want, okay?
Apparently,
America.
particularly when we pretty much volunteered to protect the entire world.
But no, like
No.
it's this whole thing is like interesting to me because, like, you know, everyone's on high alert, like, oh my god, they're arming nukes. We're, you know, it's going to be nuclear war, which is the big fear of everybody. But it's like I was telling a guy at work, I was like, all right, so if Russia invaded Ukraine for land and resources, what do they have to benefit by fucking completely destroying the land and resources to where it's uninhabitable for what, fucking hundreds of years?
But that's what Putin has said multiple times, is that if they attack him, if like other outside countries attack him, he'll use nukes and nobody will win.
Yeah,
he said
I'll win.
Yeah, he even
or
said
nobody will.
Right.
Yeah.
He said nobody will win, and as in like he doesn't give a fuck. That's why people are so worried that he might be unstable enough to actually do it.
And people thought
Well,
Trump was
and-
bad.
And it's also because Russia is not part of the I forget exactly what it's called, but the fucking nuclear weapons prohibition.
The arms
thing
treaty thing?
Yeah,
Nuclear treaty?
Russia's not part of that, so that's what freaks people out with them. They're like, no,
And-
fuck you. We'll
And
use
what
our
people have
nukes
to
when we want.
realize is, dude, Putin's ex-KGB. That son of a bitch right there was ex-Soviet. I mean, he was in that KGB clandestine. Who knows what he's seen done to people?
Well, people are calling him like
Kill
a
people.
like people are like making the comparisons, like saying he's crazy, like he's gone crazy, like Hitler and things of that nature. I don't necessarily believe that personally. I think he's smart. I think that's just what it boils down to.
What's up, Dan? What's going on, Big T? What's going on, guys?
Yeah, I think he's kind of lost it a little bit. I think he's upset because the Ukrainians, you know, they had a revolution and they uninstalled their pro-Russian government, and he's butthurt. And this is just a perfect example of boomers ruining it for everyone else. Like,
Boomers ruining it for everyone else.
Yeah, here we go with the Dustin's hate for boomers.
so, I mean, it's true though. I mean, this old guy wants shit to go back to the old way instead of, you know, but it's not going to work.
I feel like he took a look in the mirror.
It's kind of
I'm not getting
funny.
any younger. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Greg.
Well, I can tell you this. He may want to go back to things, you know, the old way. However, he's not going the old way with his fucking militia technology, man, his military technology, because that shit is fucking advanced. It's
What are you talking
submergible
about?
tanks and shit now.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
insane.
damn, dude. They brought out all the stops.
I don't know if it really is though, because I mean, the Ukrainian government, I mean, the Ukrainian people are fighting back against all that. So
he hasn't gone into hard mode yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's kind of taking it easy. He's targeted infrastructure, but once he really puts his pedal to the metal, dude, Russia, come on, man. The stuff they got compared to Ukraine, it's going to be easy. Like, they're
the problem now is that the sanctions and things that they're doing that they put in place they're actually already starting to feel the impact from it.
Russia's always been sanctioned. They've been like,
I kind of agree with Lawrence.
But they're cutting them off from everything now. Everything, oil, money, central banks. They're talking about seizing assets of Russian oligarchs. Was something that Joe Biden said in his State of the Union speech. They're going to start going after the oligarchs, freezing their assets, taking their mansions, taking their yachts. They're going to be charged with war crimes, stuff like that.
Well, the problem, is people don't understand modern warfare. Modern warfare is not the same as old school warfare where you just go in there guns a-blazing. Here's all my forces, here's all your forces, let's fucking go at it. It's not like that anymore, man. Modern warfare is way different. It's more strategic and tactical.
Another thing is...
And it's more political, that everything's a factor.
Putin thought, because, all this meddling in elections and... infiltrating our internet, Facebook and stuff, all trying to divide the world. He thought, people would be so divided that when he did this, that, it would be easy. And it turns out that it did the exact opposite, because at the end of the day, when the going gets tough for human beings, most of them will come together to support one another, no matter what.
And hurting civilians almost always works against you.
Yeah,
because if you were cool with civilians, like you didn't attack them, they would be more likely to lay down.
You know something? I feel like COVID kind of fucked his plans up, because COVID's kind of brought the world together, for a common cause, and he thought he could do what you just said, Dustin. Everyone would be too divided and angry during the Trump years and all that stuff. But now with COVID, everyone's trying to work together, and it's like you said, people came together, and we're not as divided as you thought.
And the whole world's on board with sanctioning him and just suffocating Russia economically.
France, Russia, England,
how you fight
Britain.
How you fight war now. That's how you prevent war. That's the whole reason why they created NATO and the United Nations, was to prevent something like this from happening again.
Well, with the threat of nuclear weapons, eventually at some point somebody's going to pull that fucking trigger. That's the thing. They're not there for no reason.
It only take a few hundred to destroy the world, and he's got thousands. So
between us and them,
why have thousands?
Somebody might shoot down a couple of them.
Yeah, just in case. There are rumors that Putin recently had a bad medical. Oh, so he doesn't care. That's what I'm saying. It's like he woke up and said,
"It's like YOLO."
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it seems like he's just doing things with reckless abandon now, with no regard for...
Yeah, he used to be more careful, in his thinking. He was more kind of reserved, but now it's like he's saying fuck it all. Like his little meetings, I love watching him when he's talking to his chiefs of staff or whoever, and he's just like a mob boss or something. He's like, Dr. Evil or something.
I know he's very well protected, man, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. He's taken out from the inside, because like I told y'all, man, when I interact with a lot of Russian people, because they come to get shit like fishing license and things of that nature, and I always ask their opinion on Putin and things like that, and none of them like him, man. They all can't stand him. They're like, he's ruining our fucking country, and
regular Russians don't want this war. They're like, why are we doing this?
There's actually even a rumor that the soldiers, the Russian soldiers, a lot of them were tricked into. They were lied to. They were told they were going in for war games, and their orders changed. Within 24 hours, their orders changed from being in training to being at war.
Yep. Poland and Sweden want to join NATO now. That's pretty big news, because they usually stay neutral. But
yeah, the Swiss have kind of sided with the rest of the world, with the I guess you could say the good side.
Right.
Russia won't win this.
The other side. There's no good side here.
Like Dan said, they might get Ukraine, but they won't hold it. The people will fight back.
Yeah. There'll be another Afghanistan for them.
It'll be another Afghanistan for them again, and they'll just lose people. Guerrilla warfares.
Like they have a few
guerrilla warfares
area that favors Russia. I had heard that between the United States, Ukraine, and Russia, they had an agreement that they would hold elections in the 2 eastern provinces that were pro-Russian, when they would vote if they wanted to be annexed by Russia. And those elections never happened. So that probably pissed him off, if that's a real thing. And that was supposedly happened in 2014, I believe.
Yeah, that's when they shifted that pro-Russian government away, and that's when this new president took over, President Zelensky, that's in there now.
Yeah.
Who was actually, funny story, was an actor who played the Ukrainian president on television in a show.
That.
What?
That's
I
cool.
never seen that.
Shit.
Yeah.
You ever find a clip of it? It's hilarious.
So did y'all see any of the when everything was going on and the invasion was still fresh? Did y'all see any of the TikTok videos that were coming out about that stuff? And let me ask you this: do you believe they're real, or do you think they're just people posting like nonsense and then putting like a siren in the background of it?
I think a lot of them were real.
Yeah, a lot of them were real.
A lot of them were confirmed too. Like you can find it on the internet where they're actually confirmed. There's some pretty cool ones too. Like there's an old lady like that confronts a Russian soldier and tells him to put the sunflower seeds in his pocket so that when he's dead, the beautiful flowers will grow over his dead body.
I like the guy's response too. He was like, "Ma'am,"
he's like,
let's not escalate this.
There's videos of like farmers stealing Russian equipment. They like,
I've seen it too.
They like back their tractors up and put it on tow hitch and fucking take off with it, and they got soldiers running down the road. Because I think at the end of the day, like I said, there's a lot of these soldiers. They don't want to fight. They don't want to do this. People don't want to war anymore.
Yeah,
we're not about. I think 90% of the world probably wants to just live in peace, dude. We just all want to live our lives. We're way past all that war shit.
Borders don't mean anything anymore.
Yeah,
they really don't.
It's they just don't. Everything's about money.
We're too globalized now for all this war shit.
That's what I've always said is like, the fact that everybody depends on everybody, it makes a difference. And that's what's going to make a difference here too, is everyone's like, oh, I don't understand why we're just giving them sanctions. And it's like, you'll see over time, once you suffocate this country, money talks, bullshit walks at the end of the day.
Right.
So
this video, the Big T is
I saw that.
I haven't seen that, but it sounds cool.
They survived, though.
Yeah,
they survived too. It was like an old man.
Because it's like he was just like going opposite directions. He went like straight over him.
How scary must it be to get run over by a fucking tank?
I'd have been scared.
And how much of a badass are you to survive that and be able to tell about it later?
The look on his face was like,
yeah, he looked like he was
holy shit.
You kids with your fucking electric cars, I got run over by a tank. Metal.
This is it right here.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't even think they did it on purpose. I think they were just.
Oh shit!
Right over him.
I feel like they lost control of the tank. I don't think they did that on purpose because he was like he was already like doing this on the road, and then he just kind of like made a hard turn.
He's trying to drift.
I don't know what he was doing.
Trying to Ukraine drift it.
Ukrainian drift. Yeah, Fast and Furious. Where's the Rock when you need them?
They're back.
Rock versus Russia. That's a movie coming out.
I got family in Ukraine. We got to save them.
Another cool story is the Ghost of Kiev. He's a Ukrainian fighter pilot. He's the first ace since World War II.
European
Ghost of Kiev.
European ace, yeah.
That dude sounds sick.
And his nickname is the Ghost of Kiev.
Sweet Doom.
That's a cool nickname.
Yeah, fucking awesome nickname.
It is cool. Not as cool as Sweet Doom or Dead Mercy.
And they haven't had an ace in since World War II, so that's pretty cool. Little.
Who was it? Red Baron.
But that's World War One.
Oh, sorry. I got my.
Makes a great pizza though for frozen pizza. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Red Baron is pretty good.
A great pizzeria. He went from flying planes to making pizzas.
Right.
He died a horrible death. That's what he did.
No, but like
Dan thinks he did it on purpose, guys. What do y'all think?
He may have. I mean, I don't know. It could be.
Well, I mean, think about it. Have you ever been like on the road with one of these rednecks that are driving one of these big jacked up trucks, and you can just feel them kind of getting closer to you to try to show off their shit? Maybe that's what he's trying to do with the tank. He's like, you know what? I'm in a fucking tank. He's in a car. Watch this.
First time he's used it
this
in
guy.
Years. What's up, Ben?
It's my road.
Or maybe he just played too much GTA.
Oh, he's too much maybe. Ben.
Who hasn't ran over a fucking car with a tank in GTA? I mean, really.
It's true. It's
I have.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to do it in real life.
Well, yeah, I think that soldiers, this will be his last time using military equipment like that. Come on.
Probably so. It's like, you know what? Why not? That guy's old. He's had a good life.
So, but yeah, the whole thing is crazy, man. It's a crazy time we're in. So
I thought that COVID was enough. Now we got wars and nukes on the table, and what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's true, Big T.
Yes, definitely. That dude's ego is so bruised, and that's how this whole thing. I guarantee you, that's how this whole thing started.
Yep.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is not political or anything like that, but if no, I'm not going to ask it. Never mind. I was going to.
You've already like popped the top.
Because I'm curious. Like, if Trump was still president, would he have been acting like this? Because he seemed like he was having a good time. Somebody else was as dumb as him, I guess. I don't know. Like what was going on with that?
Well, he's pro-Russian. He even came out and said that he was pro-Russian in the last week or so.
So Putin wasn't alone
on the side of Putin.
How brilliant he was.
What would Trump be doing in the event? You said if he was president during this, he would have a address to the nation. He'd be like, "Kick those motherfuckers' ass! Go in there."
I told you all this would happen. I told you.
Actually, Jonathan's right.
So crazy.
That's probably what he would do. He's get that.
I don't know. This is so weird. I feel like he said, "Fuck it." I don't. What do I got to lose? I feel like that's what Putin said. But
it's like I tell everybody all the time, man. It's like the media is going to do nothing but promote fear and worst case scenarios. So if you follow that shit too much, you're just going to run around fucking panicking all the time. So don't buy too much into what they're selling.
I just kind of check and see what the progress is and what Russia's doing and what Ukraine is doing and then watch TikTok.
Yeah.
Because TikTok's got all the good stuff that's from the soldiers that are in there, people that are in there. So
I see it on iFunny. I don't know if you guys have that app, but
I got to get it.
I don't have it on my iPhone yet, but
I just fair warning, lots of racist stuff on there.
Yeah, I heard.
I think, like I said, I love racial humor.
So did Reddit, and so did 4chan, though. What's the difference between those guys? I mean, it seems like
probably nothing. Probably get all the same shit from they just
probably share.
It's all the same shit,
circles
same
around
place.
each other.
Yeah, exactly.
iFunny. What about iCarly? Remember that show?
Well, I don't think those are too close together.
Well, Dustin was on to something. Made a good point about the TikTok stuff, though. What I like about TikTok and things like that, whenever you get news from sources like that, is you sometimes will get opinions of other people that you might not get, watching the standard news. Like they'll give you a take on it that the regular news is not going to report and break it down and explain it to you in layman's terms, so you can actually understand what the fuck is going on, as opposed to just a bunch of mumbling bullshit that you're like, okay, what's that mean?
You're not getting on friggin' Facebook and ranting about how they should do this and do that when you don't understand how geopolitics works and how
we got here, how we got in the situation to start with.
People want history. People want everybody to slam Russia with all these sanctions, but you have to get everybody else on board because, like we said earlier, the world is all connected now. So there's only one person doing it and the other guy's not, and that's kind of what
I just need this shit to chill out so I can make my trip to the Philippines without any hiccups.
It's always about that.
Good luck.
I just want to watch Batman first.
Yeah,
I want to watch the Batman for the world.
I was real happy that Taiwan said they would not be sending them any more semiconductors. I was like, yes.
More PS5s.
Semiconductors Exactly. You have more consoles and other bullshit graphics cards, and I'm like, yes. Fuck the Rooskies.
The Rooskies will not be getting PS5s this Christmas.
That's right.
That's a dumb thing. Like the shortage for PS5s is due to semiconductors. There's never a problem before. All of a sudden, COVID hits. We don't have semiconductors.
Yeah, well, Biden said today that he's going to make. We're going to start making semiconductors in the U.S.
Hey,
yay!
Your PS5 will not cost $1,000.
Well, now they will, because it costs a lot to make them.
Oh, never mind.
When you're paying an American, you pay an American.
I will say, as a PS5 owner, though, I fucking love that system. It's
I do.
It's amazing.
Well, I'm glad that I got my hands on one.
Yeah, we're kind of lucky with that, man, because like I'll encounter people all the time, and I'm like, you just need to buy it for PS5. Like, oh, I haven't been able to get one yet. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're still super hard.
I thought everybody had one.
They're still. I got lucky because one of my girlfriend's friends was just getting rid of his. He was like tired of. He said he already had like a PC and stuff, and he was just trying to keep up with the Joneses, and he didn't want it anymore. So he sold it to me at retail price.
Dude, I was on that shit. Whenever they were doing all those batch releases, I had so many different little notification extensions and shit on my computer, phone, everything that would notify me every time anywhere came in stock with it. And I don't care if I was at work anywhere. Like as soon as that little thing, like I had Octopop, and as soon as that shit would like give me that little pop noise, I would be like, no matter what I'm doing at work, it's like, oh, I gotta fucking go. I'd run to the back to the O2 room. And I'd sit back there and just keep refresh until it said they were sold out.
I kept failing, and I eventually just got discouraged. I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll just wait until they're available."
I'm just gonna wait till the PS6 comes out to get the PS5.
I mean, honestly, it's gonna fucking happen.
I don't know, man. PlayStation runs their systems a pretty good lifeline before they make another.
Remember the PS2? That shit was crazy. How many games were for that system? They said that was you need another PS system.
But right now, the Xbox is outselling the PlayStation.
I do own Xbox
only because of availability.
Right.
Because I know a lot of people that were just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get an Xbox because I can get one."
Mm-hmm. Same shit, really.
It's because they don't have semiconductors in them, man. They're not as good.
Gotta get them good semiconductors.
What do they even look like? What the fuck? I've never heard this word before. This PS5 thing. What does it do?
You really never heard
apparently they
no, I never heard of it.
So
okay,
cars, PS5s,
any electronic is going to have semiconductors in it.
It's a part-time trained conductor. That's what I thought. It was like a
semiconductor. We're gonna start making them in the U.S. So we'll see if that happens.
Don't worry.
All right, so anything else to touch on about the invasion stuff? Or are we kind of through with that?
Yeah. Soccer matches are going to suck for them now because it's going to be like...
probably non-existent if I had to say.
Yeah.
They're banned
they're at war.
I think the Olympics banned them. FIFA banned them. They took the
didn't he wait till after
Russia? Like all this stuff.
Putin waited till after Sochi to do.
I'm gonna say this,
motherfucker.
In closing on that subject, if you need a positive out of all of this stuff, something positive to come out of it, you're gonna get some good South Park episodes because of it. So be looking forward to that.
And probably a good Call of Duty out of it too.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty real life.
Might be a few years away, but they gotta get some good information off of this.
And one last thing, I've been telling everybody to do this. If you want to do any kind of preparation for this, just play Fallout 4 on the hardest difficulty setting, and that'll give you all the preparation you need to survive.
Or Rust. Play Rust.
No, Rust is too toxic. That'll set you up to discourage you. You might do something harmful to yourself.
Oh yeah.
You have the option of suicide and Rust. We don't need to be
sending
that message.
You always have an option. It's always there.
They called it Coward's Way Out in Call of Duty games. Like you can.
That's right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Take the easy way out.
I like to see you do it.
Coward.
That's kind of
topics.
Nothing made you feel worse though than whenever you're playing a Super Smash Brothers game and you don't succeed and they're like failure.
Oh, big red letters across.
Nothing feels worse than when you find out that Arthur has tuberculosis.
Spoilers.
Oh, man.
Spoilers.
If you haven't played that game by now, then
no shit.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
man, I tell you.
Speaking of games,
such a good game.
I got my hands on Elden Ring and I played a little bit of it. And
Elden Rings.
See, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about these kind of games. I've never really been a Dark Souls kind of guy. Like, I don't like that, torture yourself to learn how to dodge, to attack. Not even that, man. I don't like the games that are basically a chore to play.
I've sampled 1, 2, and 3 on the Dark Souls, and every single one is completely boring to me. It just, the isolation, that's what it's supposed to. It's supposed to feel like. You're supposed to feel in a desperate situation. It's very drab. Everything's very.
They're definitely drab.
Sullen, and after a while, here's the thing: if you look down a corridor and you see a bunch of enemies, and you go, "Oh, I don't want to have to fight all these things," you have fucked up in your game.
Oh, I thought you start complimenting. You came out and said,
"You have fucked up in your game." If I'm looking at something to do and I dread it, and that's what the whole game's built around is the combat.
Well,
the combat is very crisp, very nice.
I played Dark Souls 1, and I don't know, man. Like having a fucking skeleton be as hard to get past as just anything else. Like the most basic enemy can beat the living fuck out of you in that game. I don't like shit to where if you're hit 3 times, you're dead. So don't get hit.
Don't get me wrong. Like the game, usually if you die, there is a clear reason that you died. Like even if you're fighting one of those little guys and you get back, you're like, well, I just didn't fucking block fast enough. I didn't do this move. He telegraphed the move, and I just said nah, and took it right on the chin. It's like it's gonna punish you for doing that.
They're definitely not games for button mashers.
No, definitely not.
you will never get through one of those games just going through button mashing.
100%.
Like I remember, I forget which one that came out not long ago. I can't think. The name slips me right now. It's Singeko or something like that. It's the samurai Sekiro. Yeah. What is Shadows Die Twice or something like that?
Yeah.
But I played that one, man, and I cheated playing that one. I found me a little cheat on online, to where I had unlimited flask, and I still got my ass handed to me because I just suck at dodging, I guess. I don't know.
See, and I want to like these games because I love a good combat system as much as the next guy. I want to like them, but man, I'll Elden Ring comes out, I'll go watch it on Twitch.
I will say, with what little bit I have played of Elden Ring, it does seem a little more forgivable than the Dark Souls games. Like the first little mobs you come across and such like that, you can pretty much 1 or 2 shot them pretty easy, and they're kind of slow.
Yeah.
But and I got to where I was fighting, and what I do like about it is they give you a lot of options. I don't remember if Dark Souls gave you as many different options for your play style. I think theirs was more based on what weapon you chose.
Well,
but you have a different
class system still, but
yeah, on Elden Ring, I chose the samurai, and he has a bow that shoots flame arrows. he has flame arrows, and then he has regular arrows, and I mean it's not bad. I'm gonna put some more time into it to see if maybe I can develop a liking for it, but at first I'm like, man, I feel like this game is just going to piss me off. That's the thought I have while playing, is this game's just going to piss me off.
Well, Greg, let me stop you right there. Let me ask you, why is it called Elden Rings? What the fuck is an Elden?
It's part of the story. They explain all of that to you in the prologue.
Well, for those who aren't familiar with Elden Rings, in the chat or something like that, what exactly is the synopsis? What are we playing?
I mean, I barely scratched the surface, so I couldn't tell you.
As much as of the Dark Souls that I've played, okay. I still don't know what the objective was.
I
don't know. It's like, here you are.
I tried to help us, Jack. I
Go
tried
that
to
way.
save us.
Here, you
No,
want
never mind.
the,
I'm not
the
gonna
brief
tell you where to
synopsis
go.
on it? Okay, there's these Elden Rings, which are basically held by deity-like figures, and you somehow are like the special one. Like, you know, you're forbidden. You're not supposed to be
The
able to
chosen one, right?
go get one of the Elden Rings and such like that. But you're that guy, and that's what you're achieving, is to become one of the deity type people holding the Elden Rings. But you're
One of the Eldens.
Yeah, one of the Eldens, but you're a regular guy. That's the gist I've got of it so far.
There you go.
And you got to go through and fight a whole lot of fucking monsters and shit to get there.
I hate titles where they expect you to know it without, like, what is an Elden? I'm already just confused by that. I just wish, because it's like they expect.
I think you're putting too much thought into it.
I think you are too.
I think I am too, but I'm just that way. My brain's weird like that. Well, like Lord of the Rings, I can kind of get. There's a ring, and there's these lords that have these rings. I get that right off the bat, so I'm in. Elden Ring, I would have to know, is that someone's name? Is it a race of people? Is it a...
Dude, you're putting too much thought into it. Just play the game.
Okay, you'll find out when you play the game.
Yeah.
It's the whole reason they put out a game, so you'll play it to find out what the fuck Elden Rings are.
So Greg...
Go ahead.
So, Greg, let's talk about this boxing game.
Okay.
On VR. So you text me earlier in the week and told me about this boxing game. So I went ahead and got it. And my God,
dude, I play
like
it
really boxing.
Purely, yeah, I play it as a workout, man. Because like after a match, man, like my arms hurt. I'm sweating. My heartbeat is like pounding.
Dude, I'm like on level 5 now, I think, or 4. And man, that guy was so hard. I mean, I still beat him, but I couldn't score a knockdown. I was literally just fighting for my life the whole time. The whole third round, I was completely gassed. My arm, I couldn't even keep my arm. It was like real boxing, dude. I've boxed before, and it felt like I was really gassed. I had nothing left in my punches. Damn. I was just like. Nice. I kept hugging the guy. You can hug. I figured out how to hug, so I just would hug him so that I could get more time off the clock.
You Mayweathered him, is what you're saying.
Well, what I like about it is the fact that you see everything you do in that game. That's what I like about it. Like if you work their body, you're gonna see them start to bruise up where you're working their body. If you go for the head, you're gonna cut them and things of that nature. And it does something whenever they stagger you, like whenever they catch a good shot on you, it kind of goes black and white almost.
Yeah, you get a little fuzzy.
And it gets fuzzy and you kind of slow down, like your movement's slow. So basically you can just throw up your hands and try to protect yourself.
I will say this, after y'all have experienced that, Dustin, based off what you said, you finally understand why Mayweather is TV. It's not as easy as it looks now.
Well, look, we're still talking about the game right now. We'll get into that.
Taste.
I want to ask you this, Dustin. Have you found yourself waiting the entire minute between rounds?
Every time. Almost every round, I'll wait the whole minute and rest. I will literally, I'm actually, because the first couple guys are pretty easy. You can pretty much just hit. I mean, still haven't gotten a knockout yet, but you can pretty much just, throw punches and hit them. But as you get deeper in the levels, you got to actually kind of put some boxing skill into the game. And I'm probably going to set up a chair for the next time so I can sit down for a second.
Go into your corner for
So real. You're going to actually have your stool there to sit on to rest.
I'm only good for one match. I can only play one match per night.
One match, that's it.
I'll put on the headset and I'll play a match and that'll be it. I'll take the headset off and I even have the little sweat thing on there now with the little rubber.
What I love is how satisfying it is when you do score a good shot on them, because they'll actually wince or things like that. Like when you land a good hit, you landed a good hit because they're going to show it in their face and things like that. It's
and you especially on the body blows, they'll that because a lot of my combos are body head. So I body and he'll do the thing and then I'll just hit him with a hook, something like that. So. Yeah, I love that. It was a $10 game.
Yeah, $10 for this game.
Damn.
And
that was kind of why I stayed away from it, because I was like, oh, it's $10. It's probably shitty, but it's pretty good.
Really
I mean, I think the Creed game is probably more a little in depth. I I don't think the training in that game does anything.
I think it's mostly just for like workout reasons, honestly.
Yeah, I think like pretty much you just fight.
Yeah,
It'd be cool. It'd be cool if like I know it's only a $10 game, but it'd be cool if like as you moved up, like this like where you fought like got bigger. If there was like a bigger crowd around you.
Well, let me ask you
like
this:
that.
Is it always just 3 rounds, or does the rounds increase?
I think you can change it. But I don't think I want to.
Me neither. The 3 is enough for me.
I'm not ready to go more than 3 yet.
You know what this game made me realize is back whenever I used to watch UFC and I'd see a guy get gassed in the first fucking round, and I'm like, how the fuck is he gassed? It's only been 1 round. Shit. Now I understand why. You punch yourself out in that first round, man. That's it.
What a little bitch.
Well, Haley was in my card area packaging cards while I was doing the boxing, and she videotaped me in the first round, and I was watching it, and she and there's a part in there where you hear me go, "Damn, I'm tired," and that was only in the first round. You could see me like reset my hands, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm tired."
I by the 3rd round, man, sometimes I can barely hold my hands up. I'm just so tired. I don't even want to block. I'm like,
this was the first time I was that gassed where like I was real, like for real, felt like I was like in a real boxing match. Like fuck.
Yeah. Do you know? I don't remember the name of the game.
I think it's called Fight Night.
Or Fight. It's Fight Night.
Actually, I got my Oculus app loaded up here. I can say what it's called real quick because it's going to tell me what the last thing I played was. Let's go to my library here.
Oh, it's shit. Thrill of the Fight, I think.
Yeah, Thrill of the Fight. That's it.
Thrill of Manila.
Yeah. So if you have an Oculus Quest and you want a good workout game or just a good beat 'em up game, get that one. It's worth the $10, hands down.
I did find a little cheat, but it doesn't really work on the harder levels. But if you throw your hook really wide, it'll go around their guard, and you could and it hits him in the back of the head. I knocked one guy down with that.
My classic combo right now on it is right hook to the body, left jab to the body. Then I try to catch them with an uppercut or a hook when they drop their hands.
The uppercuts don't always land right though. Like whenever I throw mine, a lot of times they hit him in the stomach because for some reason when the guy gets up on you, he's like right in your face.
Yeah,
you gotta like, and even if you back up, like it's kind of weird where they put like the guy that you're fighting, but. Yeah, a lot of times when I throw uppercuts, it doesn't connect with the chin. It always like hits him in the stomach or something.
I wish I could catch him with a low blow. I want to be able to cheat.
Just go or a headbutt.
Like in Fight Night, I used to do that.
You press down on the D-pad.
Yeah. Hit him with the low blow, and you wouldn't like if you didn't get busted. That was a good way to like score a knockout.
So Dustin, when they come out with where you put leg sensors on and things like that, and they have a UFC game, are you gonna get that one?
I'm sure. I mean,
that's gonna be next. UFC.
So you flipping around in the living room. No, it's got me.
They're gonna record Dustin on the ground rolling around. They're like, "What the hell are you doing, man?" It's like we're grappling.
Yeah,
grappling. What the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't think you could hug him in the boxing game, but
when you win, Dustin, do you win this?
Oh,
yeah,
look at that!
Look at that beauty.
Yeah, I got this in the mail the other day.
Let's talk about though how they won't let you like have the logos on it. You have to have like
like the WWE lost the rights to WWF, so you don't have the WWF logos anymore. I don't even think Dave Milliken or Reggie Parks could do that, but they put like other logos. Like this one has WCW on it. That's the only gay thing about it or stupid thing about it, but.
It's still awesome.
It's still real. It still has the weight and is made just like a real Reggie.
Feels good holding it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does. The real leather and the.
Yeah. Do you miss your belt, Greg?
I kind of do actually, because sometimes I just throw it over my shoulder.
It's in good hands. Don't worry.
I got my belt somewhere. I don't know where I did with it.
You're wearing it, aren't you?
No. I got the spinny one.
Oh, the spinner belt! Oh, I hate that.
I
hated that. That was the death of the belt streak.
Love it, man.
Oh, that spinner belt. God. That was the end of belts for WWE. They just need to bring back Winged Eagle. Just call it a day. Get rid of that logo thing.
I'm gonna tell you guys now, man. Like when it comes to watching anything, I've been slacking like big time. Like all I do now is play Rust in my free time. It's sad. It's really sad. Actually,
I think you're addicted.
I am.
Well, Greg, you saw my next topic, which was the MJF CM Punk. I know it's old and dated, and we're kind of late on this, but MJF beating CM Punk in Chicago.
I'm behind on wrestling, man.
So you didn't see that neither?
Did they have Did they have the dog collar match yet?
No, I don't think. Well, actually, I don't know. They might have.
I want to say that was this weekend.
I'm actually looking right now.
How do you lose the dog collar? What the fuck is the dog collar match?
It's like an I Quit match.
Yeah,
with a dog collar. So do you have to put the dog collar on the guy? Is that the objective? And whoever gets dog collar.
Big T said it's this weekend.
Whoever gets the other one to go on their hands and knees and walk like a dog first while they're holding the chain wins. That's what happens, Lawrence.
It's kind of.
Is that for real?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, excuse me?
It's an attitude
I
error.
watched wrestling, man.
Jonathan was over there like, damn, wrestling's become scripted.
What the? What happened?
Now, I will say in New Japan, they probably are not New Japan, but in Japan wrestling, they would probably do something like that. New Japan,
that's how you win.
Some of the other ones.
You win if you become the dog.
I have really enjoyed that feud though.
Oh yeah, it's one of the better ones.
Because I was kind of thinking CM Punk. Kept thinking CM Punk's return has kind of been lackluster. But when I think back about it, I think maybe they were just trying to get the rust off him before they started giving him any kind of huge.
There you go. Big T gave us a reference. He said, "Check out the Raven versus CM Punk dog collar match from Ring of Honor."
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll check that out. What about Cody Rhodes news? He's basically going back to WWE. And we had asked before.
There's no confirmation on that yet.
But we had asked before weeks ago. We said who'd be the first one from AEW
I actually
to go to WWE.
I actually saw a podcast clip on TikTok the other day that there's actually a rumor that the whole thing is a work.
I've been saying that from the jump that I think it's probably a work.
I don't know, because somebody from WWE would try to refute that by now.
Why would he be why would he invest himself so much in that company just to leave?
They rubbed him wrong. The fans pushed him away, man.
It still doesn't make sense. I think they said that he just had a baby and stuff, so there's a good chance that he's just taking time off.
I know the fans really give him a hard time.
Yeah. They do.
They do.
they John Cena'd that, man.
What was it? Was it me and you? Was it me and you or me or someone else that was talking about this, Lawrence? Where basically the problem with Cody Rhodes is he's a WWE guy in
AEW.
In AEW,
he sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it's.
And those fans, they know the difference. Those fans know WWE and they know their version of wrestling.
That's what all the wrestlers want now, is to become movie stars. And I mean, with the kind of money they make, who can blame them, honestly?
And the reason why we say Cody Rhodes is a WWE guy, he's got the TV show, the real reality TV show, the look of him.
He talks like a WWE guy, man. Like
his promos and stuff, they're all like
there's no fire, WWE. There's no real fire behind what he says. You can tell it's just scripted and artificial, excitement, I guess you would call it. All you got to do is go back and watch some of his old stuff to tell the difference. I mean,
Bray Wyatt's doing a horror movie too. I thought he was supposed to show up in AEW, haven't that, and join.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's been waiting on that.
He's probably taking some time off too.
Tired of seeing Evil Uno.
But they keep saying Tony Khan keeps hinting at there's somebody big is coming to AEW. So,
Lawrence, you don't like Evil Uno because he reminds you of me, just with a mask on, wrestling, right?
like if you decided to wrestle tomorrow, that would be your whole thing. Evil.
I throw a mask on to try to fool everybody, to not let them know it's me, but they can still tell it's me.
Yes. Doesn't he have a big brother, like Big Ten?
No, you're talking about 10 and the
Dark Order.
I will say the Dark Order has cool music, though. I love their music.
Oh, dude, this guy really does look like you in a mask.
Let's see a picture.
Let's get a
Hold on,
picture.
let me share this.
Go ahead and pull it up.
Let me share this.
You're
So
gonna
make sure to
grab
blow it up.
somehow.
Don't do that small little thumbnail. Hit like right click on it and do open
Just
image
go to
in new
Bing.
window.
Bing, you just click the little thumbnail. It turns into a whole picture.
There you go. Bing. Bing is the thing.
Bing is the thing.
Bird is a word.
There we go.
Oh my
This is
god!
That's a better one.
What would you do with his action figure?
What?
That is great. That is that. Are you sure that's not? Are you sure you don't
Dude,
moonlight as that
join the
guy?
dark order.
That's why he hadn't been watching anything. Is because he's been on it.
Guy is built like you. He's hairy like you. He's pale white like you.
The legs, dude. That's great.
That is insanity.
What are these other guys doing?
Is he in AEW? I don't think I've ever seen him.
Yeah, he's part of the Dark Order. He was like the leader before Brody Lee came in.
Grant could have been any one of those guys.
Jesus, that is fucking terrifying. Honestly,
Thoughts on Adam Page versus Adam Cole?
I have not seen it yet, Big T. I'm actually behind on wrestling. I got to take some time and start watching. I just got too much shit I'm watching right now, man. I'm trying to finish that zombie show. All of Us Are Dead. I'm caught up on Euphoria. I just caught up on that today.
I think I hated Adam Page with the belt at first, but I'm starting to dig him as champion.
I'm
Just
not.
right. You don't like him? Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Adam Page is like phenomenal on what he does. Like he's a good wrestler. I don't know, man. His mic skills just aren't there for me. Like he's
like a John
he doesn't
Wayne
get me
cornball
excited.
kind of thing.
That's the problem with him.
This has always been my thing with AEW is like the title is just, it's so weird how it seems like the whole title like thing is just its own thing, and then you got the rest of AEW, and it's like kind of hard to understand. Like Adam Page was fighting or Adam Cole was fighting Orange Cassidy 3 weeks ago. He was in a feud with him, and now he's fighting fucking Adam Page for the belt.
Yeah, the storyline's in too fast.
Like I don't get.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot all about that. He was with Adam. Yeah, the whole Orange Cassidy thing.
Yeah, and now Adam Page and Adam Cole are like, it just went from this to this. There was no like segue into it. It's like, okay, you're done with Orange Cassidy. Now it's on.
I want to respond to Big T here. He says it's this weekend. I do think that's going to be a great match because Adam Cole can perform his ass off. Adam Page can perform his ass off. So you're definitely going to get a top tier match. But yeah, Battle of the Adams apples.
That's going to be a good pay-per-view in general because I'm sure that CM Punk MJF match is going to be pretty epic too. So
hold on. So, wasn't Adam Page in a feud with some big biker looking dude? What was his name? I forget the dude. Anyways, I thought he was in a thing with someone else, and then he was just having a feud with Daniel Bryanson or Bryan Danielson.
Well, actually, since Big T is seems like he's kind of up on AEW, I will ask you, Big T, since you're in the chat there, if you like the introduction of Buddy Murphy as a member of the House of Black, and in the AEW, he was the third member of the House of Black, Malachi Black's little stable.
Yeah, Murder Hawk guy.
Oh yeah, Lance Archer, Murder Hawk.
Lance
Monster.
Archer. Yeah. Like I seen him throwing through a table. Now he's going after. I know I'm kind of behind too, but damn.
You know, like Lance Archer seems like the right kind of guy. They should put the belt on there, but like they like use him to have like to build up other people, basically.
Big T answered you.
Yeah, it's but you know, Buddy Matthews is great. He's a good performer. Aleister Black is amazing. What is that sound?
It's not me. I hear it too, though.
Yeah, stop.
Sounded like.
I think it was you, Lawrence.
No, I don't think it was me.
It was Lawrence's mom yelling.
So I haven't watched it yet.
Shut up, Dustin.
I'm sure some people in the chat have watched it already, but what has anyone heard anything positive about this new Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I haven't heard anything about it.
It has chainsaws.
I've heard mixed things. I've heard it was kind of like the new Candyman. I've heard some people love it, and I've heard other people think it's the biggest piece of shit they've ever seen.
No, I heard it was like the new Halloween because you have the old chick from the old movies, which it's not her, but it's her character come back for revenge on Leatherface to battle him, and like the new Halloweens you had.
See, this is the problem I have with these slasher flicks like that now. Is like, if you almost get killed by some fucking supernatural psychopath type fucking Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, whatever, you don't go back for more. You fucking run and you never look back, and you hope that you don't ever have to encounter that shit again. You don't decide that you want revenge.
Leatherface can't leave Texas. Just leave Texas. Just don't go back. He can't leave.
Well, Louisiana, you can't stop me.
Why can't he leave? Does he have like an ankle bracelet on? Is he like on house arrest?
Wouldn't be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It would be a Louisiana. It's
a whole different movie.
Doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Mississippi Chainsaw Massacre? No, I ain't gonna work.
I don't know. I kind of like the sound of that, honestly.
Yeah, I did like the Mississippi thing. We need some killers. Get us some people.
We don't have enough killers around here.
Illinois is taking all of them.
Well, speaking of movies, I did watch a movie this weekend, an Oscar-nominated movie that's on Netflix.
Licorice Pizza?
No, it's called Don't Look Up, and it has Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill. It's got an all-star cast.
Who wasn't in it?
But basically, the movie is about a comet that's coming to hit Earth, and Leonardo DiCaprio's character and Jennifer Lawrence's character are the scientists that discover it, and they basically tell the world that this comet is coming, and it's basically just making fun of how stupid and dumb Americans are now, and the world really, about like social media and stuff. There's like, because the whole premise, so Meryl Streep plays like the Donald Trump-like president who has this crazy following fan base, and their whole thing is don't look up at the sky, because you can see the comet coming. You can see it. It's in the sky. So just don't look up.
Like, go away.
It's kind of reminded me of like Idiocracy, but not quite as bad.
No, that's satirical. Like when Trump said something about just eat Lysol to kill the germs. And they're like,
and then it will kill it.
Because like they're gonna, part of it like is they're like gonna launch a mission to like to divert the comet, and this big like Facebook type Mark Zuckerberg type comes in and tells the president, hey, I actually have technology that can bring the comet to Earth slowly, and there's trillions of dollars of gold and stuff on it, and they're like, oh yeah, let's do that instead. So they divert the whole thing, and I won't tell you guys how it ends or spoil the end.
Was it good?
Yes, it was very good. It was very good. It was funny, and it was just makes you go, God damn, we can be fucking stupid sometimes.
Well, yeah, once I saw Idiocracy and how the world has become that, basically, I lost all hope anyway. But I want to comment on Big T here first. He said, we're talking about the Leatherface World Tour, Jason in Times Square.
I forgot about that. Jason's stupid ass.
Jason in Times Square.
Ben says he watched Studio 666. I wonder what that is. That sounds interesting. A Foo Fighter horror movie.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing clips about that.
He said it's very gory, apparently.
Interesting.
I love some gore.
Ben also liked Don't Look Up.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, so you guys should watch it. It's
on Netflix.
I also
about 2.5 hours long, so it is kind of long.
Watched the movie, but mine's not new. Mine's old. It's a cult classic, but it's my first time really sitting through it. And it's The Fly, man. David Cronenberg's The Fly.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, I thought, dude, I didn't realize how good it was. Like, I watched it this time. I've seen it on TV a couple times because I saw the makeup and he looked ugly. But actually sitting through it and seeing it, it's like, that movie is deeper than you thought. And it's so simple, but so good. Like, one fucking little tiny fly fucks this dude's life up. Completely. And I just love completely. And I love Jeff Goldblum's performance, like how he tries to keep his humor while he's turning into a fly, and it's nasty and ugly, and he loses his life, girlfriend, job, everything.
But you said like this movie kind of
hit home for me. Yeah.
Hit home with you because Like
it's basically, it shows you how you can be perfect, you can struggle, work very hard, and one small detail can ruin your life, dude. Like, how was he to think a fly would jump in his little? Because he was trying to make a teleportation machine, and it worked. But the fly came in the machine infused with his DNA or something. That's what the whole thing happened with.
And like the thing that's crazy about it's like you see the fly starting to take over. Like
right, that's
he
the
wants
part.
to stay human, but whatever happened, the fly is taking over. Like he's more becoming the fly than he is a person. Like
That's
it's
what
not
I
a
like,
mixture,
dude,
which
is
it's
he
taking
wasn't
over.
right, and it wasn't like he gets the fly, he starts turning into physically a fly. It's like there's moments where he looks at lights the way a fly is attracted to light. Like there's one scene where he's under moonlight and he's like attracted to it, and he can't help himself besides twitching, and how he eats and stuff is like a fly.
Yeah,
but like he loses everything. Like when he gets locked out his computer because they can't recognize his voice anymore, he's just pissed. I felt his pain in that. I'm like, this sucks, dude. And his body parts are falling off of him. Ew, and he just looks so nasty looking.
Well, and it's like you said at the end too. Like even though the fly had basically completely taken over, he still had that little piece of human in him, in his soul, that kept him from killing her.
Yeah, he wanted to die instead, where he puts the gun up to his head as a fly. He takes his little fly hand, because he's a full fly at this point, but it couldn't override his soul. They took his instincts, his mind, and his body, but it had no way. And that's how deep the movie is. Like, if you want to look at it on that level, it's a real good movie. It's worth a rewatch if you ain't seen it in a while.
I would love to be the guy that like sits in a room and listens to people pitch movies to them.
Right. Well, that fly was a remake. There's the one in the 50s. That's kind of goofy.
Why did the fly want to kill people?
No, he explains it because he says something about, because the girl's like, I want to stay with you, even though you're changing, I'll still stick with you. And he's like, no, don't.
What a ride or die, man.
Yeah. And
even when he changed him like that, damn.
Yeah, and he was butt ass ugly at this point. Like he was like completely just like, you wouldn't want to sit next to this dude.
Even worse than the Toxic Avenger.
Worse than Toxic Avenger. Like those special effects back then were ahead of their time. But like he explains, Jonathan, he says, flies don't care about people or anything. They have no compassion. All they do is their instinct. He would just eat her because she's just food now. Yep. He's a fly. All he can do is fly things. And he was warning her, if you stay, I'm going to turn into a fly. You know, saying, I'm just going to, I'll eat you. I'll kill you. I have no control.
Was that the fly politics?
The fly politics. Insect politics. It's
insect politics.
But did he eat her duty, though?
He would.
He would have. He was eating
because he's a fly.
Dude.
They do that.
He had to like throw up on food to like melt it down, like how flies do, and it's nasty looking because it's like so real. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's nasty, isn't it?" He's Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
it's funny.
You're like, yeah.
Okay, so I've never seen this movie, but I'm definitely gonna watch it now.
You've never seen The Fly, dude? They used to come on TBS all the time. It's real good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those movies that like.
It's timeless because my brothers were watching. My younger brother, he's like 17. He had to stop and look at it. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" Because the special effects were so good. Like the dude's popping, arms are popping out of him, his skin's ripping.
Well, and it's also, man, like because of how it ends, man. It's like one of those movies that after you're done with it, you're like,
you still think about it,
man. You're like,
because it ends on such a Debbie Downer.
It's like that movie didn't suck, but fuck, that sucked. Because like it's just a downer, man.
You got to be a good writer to have such a negative thing happen, and and for it to the movie not to suck.
That's what I'm saying. Like the movie could have been like stupider than it was. There's Fly 2, so if you want to see the stupid version of Fly, just watch the sequel.
Yes, we are talking about the Jeff Goldblum one.
Yeah, we're talking about the Jeff Goldblum one.
I'm almost positive that this comment above Ben Grimm's is my daughter.
Lofty gamer.
That was a proud dad moment.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fine.
She's referring to you, by the way, Dustin. She says gay. I just want to know that. But just because you're happy, man.
Not everything.
Yeah, I'm happy gay.
And gay is not necessarily a bad thing anymore. So
that's right, it's gay.
It never was a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Pre 2005. I'm just kidding.
It's all just words, man. It's all just words.
Now, if you call me a gay wad, that's something else.
What? Okay.
Remember that?
So what are you going to do if they decide to remake The Fly again, Lawrence?
What am I going to do? I guess I'm going to have to watch it or not watch it. What choices
do you think it could live up?
No, dude, because they made Fly
probably not with Jeff Goldblum. I'm sure his performance was, unmatchable.
He's going to be back in the new Jurassic movie, though, so gotta be excited.
Oh, really?
I can't wait to see that, man.
Yeah, David Cronenberg. He did Crash too. He's a real good director. Be Who You Are. Glossy Gamer strikes again.
That's right, Glossy Gamer.
He won't be as cool though. Duckies, he can't have a shirt unbuttoned and do those poses that he gets memed for.
He's a little old now.
He's too old for that now. They're not having the sideburns and.
I don't know. He doesn't really look like he's aged much though. Minus like his gray hair.
I watched that show, The World According to Jeff Goldblum. I think it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
it's interesting, man. He's a weird dude.
Really,
he's out there.
He's so weird, but he's like a pleasant weird. You can always tell when he's full of shit, though. Because he'll do his whimsical thing. You're like, oh yes. You're like, you have no idea what you're saying.
Honestly, Big T, I don't even really watch WWE anymore. If it's not Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar, I'm just not interested.
Yeah, WWE went. I don't know.
Because I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure WWE is selling the company. I think that's a definite. With all the releases and things like that, they're probably gonna sell the company.
Cashing out, huh?
Which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because they've been run by the McMahons for since fucking forever.
Wasn't there something that came out about them selling to Disney or some shit?
That was a rumor, but I'm starting to believe it more and more. Big T, Tomasa Ciampa. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I like Ciampa. I actually like him. He's actually pretty cool. I wish they would use him like in real stuff.
I like him too, but I mean, like, the writing over there is just horrible.
All right, they need to bring him to AEW or something.
How old is Dolph Ziggler now, man? He's got to be at least 50. I mean,
they wasted him. He was used a little bit weird. He had a good run though.
They tried to do like a Shawn Michaels thing with him, but like
Adam Cole did it better.
Pull it off.
Big T says he's the same way. He can't watch WWE anymore. It's really a woman's product now. That's not a bad thing. Their superstar women are better than AEW's. Like, I don't think there's any way to refute that. But it's more about them now, like Charlotte, and which I like.
Well, I mean, Charlotte Flair is just amazing.
It's amazing.
Then you got other people there that's really good, like Rhea Ripley. You got quite a bit of talent in that women's division, but like the problem is the top tier talent is only like maybe a handful of girls, and then the rest are kind of just like meh. So you just keep seeing the same top tiers against each other, and it just
it's really the same with the men too. I mean, it's
same age as me.
Yeah,
it's so freaking. Old.
Yeah,
it's freaking Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns and all this shit.
They brought back Bobby Lashley. I mean, I remember he was kind of like, They made him a superstar. I like Bobby Lashley.
Yes, he does. You do think you're famous.
Dying Breed, thank you. I think Rhea's hot too, but some people say she looks like a dude. But I mean,
pull it up. I'll be the judge of this.
All right.
Pulling up picture of Rhea Ripley now.
Go ahead, Greg.
Here we go.
Haley needs to go to bed.
Yeah. Haley.
So does my daughter. She's probably still awake in there playing Roblox, and she is. I'm gonna beat her little ass.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Getting a Benadryl shot.
We're getting banned tomorrow.
All right.
Yep.
Nah.
Child abuse.
All right, let's see. Let me find a good picture of her, a good modern picture of Rhea Ripley here.
That ass, though. We'll let you be the judge of that, Jonathan.
That's right. I shall judge.
I guess this is going to be this should be a good enough picture.
All right.
I think this is pretty modern on her. Is what she's looking like right now.
All right.
I still see Evil Uno up there. What is this doing?
Don't worry about Evil Uno, man.
Ben Graham says sometimes she's hot. She
All right,
she
there
hot
you
in the
go.
right light like
This is Rhea Ripley.
What is this?
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He said, "What is this?" Like that's not even a person he's looking at.
What is this? I'm looking at.
Where's get another picture, Greg? It looks like a dude with lipstick. Like from
That's
that
funny.
angle.
It's funny you say that because it's exactly what it looks like.
All right.
He said sometimes she's
Okay,
hot.
Ben Grimm, you may be onto something. I think he hit it on the head. Sometimes she's just like Charlotte. I mean, sometimes Charlotte's hot, and sometimes she looks like with Ric Flair. Fuck here. Oh,
I mean,
my favorite was always Bailey. I thought Bailey was.
She kind of looks like a dude in all these pictures, man. If I'm being honest with you.
Show Jonathan. He wants to see you.
It's like a leg. No.
Lady looks like a dude with the stuff.
Why don't you find a picture, Lawrence? I know you have one saved.
Just pull it up on your phone, bro.
He's got those
my
leaked
documents.
photos.
Yeah, man, she kind of looks the same in all the pictures, to be honest with you. So
That's
Rhea Ripley. Well, this is what here.
Jonathan
looking
likes
good,
his
you
women
know.
soft and supple, okay?
Yes.
He doesn't want his women having more biceps than him.
That's right.
Okay, so this is like her before. This is I don't know if this is NXT stuff. This is her now.
that's what I'm saying.
Now.
She looks the same.
Yeah. They're all the same. Here's another shot where she at least has boobs. Yeah, she's got some big ass arms, man. Come to think of it,
in pink, she's not too bad.
Go back.
yeah, this is go back in this. Yeah, okay.
I think she's all right. I don't know what she's doing with this. Butch
She's
stuff,
beautiful in her own way, okay, fellas?
Yeah.
Diamond Green says always go with the bathing suit pictures.
That's it. There you go. See, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
That's
we're
what he's doing.
rookies at this shit.
Bing. It's all about
Sorry.
Bing. Bing.com. Use Bing.com.
He says, "Look at her Twitter."
Ooh, good Twitter.
Greg, you want to do the honors? Go
Okay.
through-
I'm loading it up right now. Let's see here.
Oh,
Rhea Ripley
Big
Twitter.
T says before and after listening to her first Misfits album. She was in the pink shoes before.
Misfits album. That's perfect. That's perfect. You look at the Misfits and look at her. That's perfect. Damn.
She's definitely butch. I don't know about gay, but
Actually, she hasn't really come out about her
She doesn't have a
sexuality.
gender.
She doesn't
Yeah,
talk
not
about
yet.
it.
Well, Haley would know.
Oh,
Is she
takes
the
one to
expert
know
on
one.
such
You know what I'm
things?
saying?
she's Australian though, isn't she?
I believe so. Yeah.
There's something. They got some good-looking Australians, man. I will say that. Man. Name an ugly Australian.
Crocodile Dundee. You're welcome.
Really?
That's
It's
right.
true, though. I think
say it.
Australian people are just built to be good looking.
Yeah. Like, I don't
And then they get that accent to go on top of it.
It's like
But I
Canadian women.
I think his mate saw me. Yes, he did.
Man, your daughter is in here roasting you, Dustin.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
You want to do that to you?
Where do you think she gets it from?
Yeah, she gets that honest.
Where do you think she learned it from?
Yeah. Remember my kids got a fucking answer for everything. I'm like,
Proud moment.
why are you so
Kind of
much
a proud
like me?
moment, even though it's annoying me.
It's not supposed to be used on you. It's like
Is it bad
weird.
that sometimes, like when I'm in here playing my game on my computer, or whatever, and my daughter's in there laying on the couch playing Roblox, I'll hear like just cackling from the other room, and it annoys me.
What?
Like I have like
it's the best sound in the world is a kid laughing. I love it.
Greg doesn't want anybody to be happy ever.
Okay, you're probably right.
no, I'm like
Not even his own kid.
it's because
That's the
they're
one
Roblox,
person
and I'm
that's
like, what is
supposed to
so
be happy.
funny about this game, man? What are you doing?
You and your
Got you in there
dumb
cackling.
game.
Being a kid, Greg.
Back in my day, it was just Mario.
I told you, Lawrence, I had like a Tony Soprano moment. on
Greg's
that,
like,
scene
how
I
dare
showed
you be
Oh, yeah.
happy?
Where Tony
No
just
one
walks in the
fucking
room
did.
and he hears his son laugh and he just looks at him.
Yeah, because he's in the chat room and he's got his shirt off and he's all giggling and shit, sitting in the
I
chair.
love that scene.
Oh,
I thought you were
That's
talking about
Just
the ducks.
Tony's look was just like, why? He just walks off without saying anything.
that's
I made a
such
delivery at an apartment complex the other day that had ducks, Dustin. It made me think of you.
I don't know if we got these badass kids that live in my townhouse complex now, and I'm pretty sure they ran the ducks off because, I mean, I used to live closer to the pond, so it was easier to see them. But I haven't gone on a walk lately to see if they're still around. They used to come every year and like lay eggs, and their little babies would be running around, and it was super cute. And then when they left, I was sad when they left,
just like
Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
I was so happy when they came back.
You're out there.
Did you start having panic attacks afterwards?
No, I did not have panic attacks.
You're out there in your robe and your coffee, and you got the slippers on. You're like, where are they?
What they do? Launch fireworks?
No, and that's literally how it goes. Like they were there for months because they had their babies and they raised them. And actually, another goose family came through and like they were all kind of working together. And then one day they were just gone. And they like, whoa.
There's all the explanation you need right there.
Damn.
The badass kids had war against them and launched fireworks, Roman candles.
Look, you know what, Haley? I can sympathize with Dustin on that because I'm kind of a crybaby now too. Like,
yeah, because of her.
I can watch a sad movie now and be.
Greg, you're going through midlife crisis. You have an excuse. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason you're in yours.
Wait till you have kids.
First off, Lawrence, I'm going through a whole life crisis, not just a mid.
He's going through a whole life crisis. Oh. Hey, Big T asked this. He said, thoughts on Many Saints in Newark. We did an episode on this.
You asked me about that the other day, Lawrence, if I actually liked it or not. I did. Man. I thought it was
now
good.
That the dust has settled, thoughts on it. I thought there were good parts in it, but I didn't think the whole thing was kind of. It wasn't one.
Everybody's asking me that today. No, I did not dye my beard. It's just the lighting in the room.
Dude, we asked him that just before we went live. We all asked him that. You did something to that beard, Greg.
I didn't do nothing to it, man.
No, you did something. You should just be a donut on your face. Now it's like a full man.
Do I have to turn this light on? See? It's the same.
Sure.
No dye.
Not the same.
No just for men gel for me.
Oh, she's coming for you now, Greg. Better watch out.
Because it's good. It's a compliment. The beard looks good, man.
I'll never dye it because I'm looking forward to getting the salt and pepper. I want
Jonathan,
the salt and pepper.
Didn't Riker have the best beard ever?
100%. It was the best beard in Star Trek.
It's the only beard I need to see is his.
Just Star Trek or in history?
For me, history. Dude. That dude with that beard. I mean,
it's a good beard.
Does it top Abe Lincoln's?
What?
Well, I mean, not in real life. Come on, everybody had a beard in that time.
Yeah, it's kind of cheating. Everyone had. It was rare not to have a beard. That was cool when you were clean shaved.
Probably Burnside's had the best beard.
Ben says just for men, number 4, nutmeg. I'll think about that in the future, Ben.
Justin sad because he can't grow a beard. That's not true. Oh,
yeah, look at that baby face right now.
Right, I can't. Yeah, my face is all clean shaved too right now.
He had to impress.
The beards versus non-beards right now. I got stubble, but
I have a beard. I have a red beard.
No, I can grow like. So what's funny about my facial hair is like I can grow like the sides and I can grow like the front, but it's this side of my face. There's literally like a hole about this
right big. Here, dude. This doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's like that kind of, but
right there.
It makes everything else like not connect right. So I have this like it goes from like here to here. So
they say full beards are really rare. That's not an actual thing. Everyone has that little weird patch up here and here. Well, no, Greg, I don't know why yours is blank right here. I never seen that.
I don't know.
I don't understand that. All right. Sorry, I can't explain that one.
Joe Dirt.
Yeah,
Joe Dirt.
I have a French. Joe Dirt. My beard is definitely Joe Dirt beard when it comes in.
Will sideburns ever be a thing again? Like lamb chop sideburns?
Oh, you should grow sideburns. Yeah, you should do the lamb chops, Lawrence. I know you can grow them.
I did. I tried because The Rock had him. I was trying to do some cool shit, and I looked at him one day and I said, I just shaved him. I didn't say anything.
Oh, dude, you should do the Buddy Repperton lamb chops.
Oh, no.
I have seen some people with lamb chops lately, so they might be making a comeback.
I don't hate the lamb chops. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I put mine down to my ear.
Mutton chops. That's what they're called.
Yeah, mutton chops.
I'll tell you, General Burnside had like one of the best beers. It was all like up like this. There was no down. It was just up like that.
Yo, what about Sam Jackson and Jackie Brown? The little fucking thing he had. It was like a braided beard.
Let's see.
Oh man.
Well, my beard is weird, man, because like my hair like lays like this way, so like when it grows out, it just kind of folds
Get it
out
lined
to the
up, Greg.
sides. Everyone keeps telling me that. I'm not doing that.
You want to get it fresh line. You go to the barbershop, they'll line it.
I'm not trying to go up into the barbershop talking about, hey man, just line me up.
Let me out, cuz.
Hey, line me up, yo.
He come out looking No, we saw that poster where the dude had the fresh line. We were like, dude, he does look clean, but that takes a lot of upkeep. You miss
That's
1 week,
saying, man.
you're fucked.
This is how my routine goes. I'll try to line it
You
up.
have to
myself.
live in the barber
Like
shop.
I'll just try to shave the hair right in like these spots right here, like right in there where the stubble comes in. Sometimes I go too low and fuck it up. That's when I just shave it off.
Yeah, you get those people say, I can line that up for you if you want. And you're like, no, I didn't ask you.
I got a guy at work that's like that, dude. He's all the time. He's like, man, when you gonna let me line you up? Like,
never.
Like, first off, I don't want to pay you money to do something I could do myself.
But you can't get the back right. How are you gonna get the back, Greg? How are you gonna line the back? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't never mind. You can do all your stuff from the front.
Exactly. All right, so Jonathan, you got anything to add?
No, you want me to do my list of things for the future?
Your list of things for the future. I'd love to hear it.
What do you guys want to see the most in the future? Well, NASA has just announced their upcoming projects that were just funded today. There are 17 new, as they call them, science fiction-esque projects. And 12 of them are like one shots, and then I think the rest of them are like ongoing projects. But just a couple here. They'll have like the let's see. What's it say? Hold on, I gotta see.
Shut the hell up, Myers. Nobody asked you.
That's got to be somebody from your work, huh?
It is.
It's gotta be. Came in just in time.
So they'll have like a project name, and they'll a description of what it like. One of them is a terminal defense for humanity.
Terminal defense for humanity.
Yeah, it is essentially an asteroid destroyer.
Okay.
So that's one that was funded today. Another is
we gotta talk about that.
Wait a minute. So they're not gonna just launch Ben Affleck to the asteroid and blow it up like on
No, you know what? They talked about that. Too expensive.
Oh, why would you train fucking oil drillers to do astronaut shit?
You would train astronauts to do
Don't you talk bad about Armageddon?
Yeah, it's a great
the movie, but boy,
I cry every time I watch
full of shit.
Yeah.
That movie.
But Dustin, why did they bring a gun to space? Whenever you ask that, like, why the hell?
They're oil rig guys. They think they need their guns at all times.
Exactly. Because they're Americans and they can have their guns wherever the hell they want to.
Yeah.
So,
they were all Republicans.
So have you heard about this, Jonathan? Cain Velasquez being charged with attempted murder?
I have not.
I saw something about it this morning. I haven't read up on it yet. So
I haven't read up on it yet neither.
Me neither.
We'll have to talk about it next week.
Dan said Cain is going to Ghislaine's cellmate. It's bedtime.
I agree.
Apparently.
I agree too.
So it said, so let it be written.
What else? Well, I'm not done with this, Jonathan.
Nevermore.
What else is there on this science fiction esque future that we have?
Well, I thought it was cool. It's called Crew Hat. Now, of course, this is an acronym. It's Cosmic Radiation Extended Warding Using Halbach Torus. It is a device.
Mouthful.
Yeah. It's a device that produces a magnetic field to protect astronauts from radiation in space.
I'm not going to lie. There for a minute, I thought you were speaking Klingon.
Kapla.
So we can go back to the moon.
So, I mean, that's just, I mean, you could be in, like for spacewalks and stuff, so you get less radiation. You produce your own magnetic field, so you don't have to worry about it. So that would be pretty cool.
Your daughter wants some ramen.
No.
No. What's the best flavor of ramen? Chicken or beef?
I don't think I ever eat ramen.
Oh, you're too bougie then for it, huh?
No, yeah, I've never been that poor.
A lot of times,
man.
A lot of times I just put whatever in it. I don't even put chicken in it.
What do you think about the people who eat ramen like dry? Like they don't heat it up, put the water in it, they just bite it. Like
my son will eat
thing. That was a thing before. I hated that.
Haley eats ramen like that sometimes. She'll just eat it dry.
I can't do that. You crunch it up, you take the sauce pack, you throw it in there, you mix it up, and you eat it like popcorn. It's
no.
I'm not lying. She does. Because when I told her that Brady was eating it,
dry ramen is busting.
Dry ramen is a fucking stale ass Pop-Tart. You put the sauce on it, and you just that's when you were ghetto. That's what the bologna, the fried bologna.
Shit.
That's one step away from
fried bologna's delicious, man.
Next week, let's put Haley on the show next week.
That was funny.
Fried bologna.
Hey, there we go. That'll be the next top 10 ramen flavors.
Cereal with water,
like 3 or something.
Anybody ever ate that cereal?
The cereal with water shit, I don't get. I've had the cereal with canned milk, and that's not very pleasant. But
I tried cereal with water for fun, not because I was poor, but it was because I had Lucky Charms and water, and it's not right. It shouldn't. Don't ever do it. Of
course,
don't ever do it.
Big T says he knew people used to eat ramen like potato chips. It was awful. They'd even dip the pieces in ramen and pack it, having like 5 minutes later the face. Oh God!
Yeah, it's pure sodium. It's like it's not healthy.
Yeah.
If you're eating that, I doubt you're worried about health at that point. Sounds like a survival instinct.
Yeah. Just go and eat salt. Just go and just chuck a whole thing of iodine.
My God. I couldn't handle it, and my blood pressure go through the roof.
So, Jonathan, I work with a guy who thinks like people who heat up anything seafood in the microwave at work should be like lined up and assassinated.
Drug out to the street and shot. Yeah, that's okay.
And popcorn. If you burn popcorn in the microwave, you should be banned from using the microwave ever again at work.
I agree. It's a crime against humanity.
But Greg, didn't you say you knew someone at work who had a blood pressure every day? He'd come in with like over 180 or something, some crazy shit. Like he would he just had a horrible blood pressure.
Whose blood pressure am I checking every day at work? Like clockwork. First,
he would just tell you.
That man has got a blood pressure of 180.
But whoa! What do you think you're doing, buddy? You ain't going out to the floor yet. Come here.
Yeah.
Roll up your sleeve. And I'm going to do it the old school way, too. I ain't going to use the little machine. I'm going to put the fucking stethoscope on your arm.
Yeah.
He just takes a stethoscope with him, like the ASMR guy who pretends to be a doctor.
You know what? I might try that one day at work. Just wear a stethoscope the whole day at work. Just see how many people ask me about it.
That's actually a really funny idea.
Yeah. Hang out around the vision center.
Right.
Why do you need a stethoscope?
I'm a doctor. Yeah.
That's definitely some shit I would do if I worked at Walmart. Just to
excuse me, ma'am. I'm a doctor. Okay.
Spice it up a little bit.
So, Dustin, I told you about the picture game recently.
I actually told Tina about that because I thought it was so fun. That's totally something that I could get behind.
Well, this son of a bitch right here is obsessed with taking pictures of my feet when I'm in the bathroom.
Silk chocolate is the one.
As a matter of fact, he likes it so much. When I got new shoes, he made sure to announce to everybody that I got new shoes so they would know that it was me in there. So I didn't get caught on the regular.
Good. I bet say you in there all the time.
David, next time you go in the bathroom with him, start a conversation with him because Greg loves to talk to people while he's taking a shit. It's his favorite thing to do.
Greg's always in there. Greg spent half the shift in there back when we went Dixie, but they always
dude.
I go in there to try to ask him a question. He'd be like, "I'm trying to take a shit. Don't talk to me when I'm taking a shit."
That's the worst torture right there.
You're never out here. You're always in there.
Yo,
he would come in, clock in, and go directly to the bathroom every time.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, That's because I would eat before I came into work, and that's when it hit me as soon as I got there.
And I'm weird in that, like, I can't shit in a public restroom if someone else is in there, whether they're pissing, whether they're just in there shitting too.
I hate
it ruins my whole.
So when I gotta poop, like out when I'm out working, because if I can't make it home or whatever, the back bathroom at Walmart is like my go-to because it's usually clean. There's usually not too many people back there. Sure. But I hate when someone comes in and poops next to me when
oh my god, it's the worst.
If I go in the bathroom and someone's in there taking a shit, I'm not gonna sit in that other stall and take a poop without pooping. I'll go look around the store or something, come back like 5 minutes later and check and see.
I give no fucks.
Yeah, me too. If I gotta go, I gotta go.
No, after
I absolutely hate is when there's some fucking Walmart employee in there just hiding, and I'm like, "Fuck, this guy's been in there for like 10 minutes." Because I'll go into Walmart, someone will be in the bathroom. I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll go do my work and then I'll go back." So I'll go to the beer section, whatever, do what I gotta do, then go back to the bathroom, and that same motherfucker will still be in there because he's fucking in there hiding somebody.
You see the shadow on the floor of his phone.
Hey, you know his ass ain't fucking.
No, dude. One time I was in the stall. Go ahead, Greg.
This David here was telling me about a comedian, and I've heard this before too. He talks about how like every shit he takes now is an emergency. That's what it is for me. Everyone is an emergency. And I hate whenever I'm like, because I work in sporting goods, man. There's no real close bathroom back there other than the automotives, which I can't go to all the time. And man, when it hits you, that's kind of a long walk to be kind of getting there without getting stopped by a customer who wants to ask you something along the way when you really got to go. So get that kind of weird clinching thing. You're sitting there clinching while I'm trying to talk to someone. I'm like, yeah.
Stiff arm. Excuse me, out of the way.
Keep sweat down your head. But now I don't want to poop without the bidet, so I usually try to hold it.
I actually don't like to poop at work anymore because of the bidet. I feel dirty.
Like if I have to like really wipe my butt, I just it's not the same anymore, man.
Well, I asked you about this, man. Don't you get angry whenever there's something there when you wipe now?
Yeah,
when you use the bidet.
But I was telling Jonathan when you were gone or before we started the show that I think I'm going to upgrade my bidet and to like I want to get one that has like warm, like where it like warms the water for you.
You don't need the warm water, man.
You know what? It seems like a good feature.
I don't know, man. Sometimes, especially when it's like cold outside and the water's all cold,
I don't want the water.
Like, ooh,
cold water on my balls.
Yeah, he's got a point there.
Well, I don't know if yours has this, Dustin, but the one that we have has a frontal wash feature as well.
Yeah.
What?
And sometimes I'll forget that my wife uses the frontal thing and I won't turn it back to the rear. Whenever I go to spray it and it like sprays and it's all spraying up front, I'm like, man, what the fuck?
And it does, and sometimes it does get like dirty, I guess, or like clogged up or something, and you got to do the little cleaning thing.
Yeah,
do it and you'll know because whenever you like turn it on, it just kind of like sprays all over the place. You're like, what the fuck?
Do you run it full
I'm glad y'all are telling me all the pitfalls of this.
Oh yeah, full blast.
Full blast, me too. Always full blast.
Full blast.
What other options are there? Like none at all. Like
you can do it light.
No, you start low, you start low and kind of work your way up. But I kind of like turn it on and I let that initial cold hit me. Then I go full blast on it.
Gotcha.
Do you adjust to get the sweet spot?
Oh yeah, you got to get this.
You got to hit pressure washer.
It really does sound like that, honestly.
You got to
put it on full blast, like you can straight here, like
you kind of go up a little bit, kind of pushes you up.
No, I'm going to tell you my method right here is I'll be leaning forward first when I turn it on, and then I'll turn it on. I'll try to get in that spot, and then to get the sweet spot, I got to sit back a little bit and let it do its magic. I'm like,
let's do its magic.
Do you ever accidentally give yourself an enema?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I have hemorrhoids, and I've actually hit my hemorrhoid before with it, and it hurts.
That would be a problem.
Greg, how'd you get hemorrhoids?
I'm a fucking old man. That's what
happens, dude.
Yep.
Oh,
look forward to that, my friend.
Yep, get ready. Except, my bitch ass dad's almost 70 years old. And he said he never had one before.
He's full of shit.
Not enough butt.
No pun intended.
My little brother got one before I ever did, and he called my dad up and was like, "How do I deal with this?" And my dad's like, "I don't fucking know. I don't never had it."
Damn, let's get plenty of fiber.
It sounds nasty. It sounds real bad.
It's not fun.
You know what I don't understand? How are my daughter's turds bigger than mine?
Dude!
I don't understand.
It is the same here at my house. All of my children's turds are massive.
I don't even know how they come
does their little butt produce something so big? It's.
I'll go in there after. I'm like, go. What the hell happened in here?
I don't get
Come
it.
out of you.
I don't understand it. I used to say the same shit about Haley. Like, what the hell? And she still does that. She clogs the toilet up all the time. All the time.
Oh, that's not right.
I had to buy a plunger for my house just for her.
That's funny.
With the ramen turds.
It's all the ramen noodles. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, it's because when you eat that shit dry, it doesn't come out easy.
Top 10 shits. Mentions will be.
Well, we need a good list for next week.
The last 10 I've taken, that would be my top 10.
Yeah, no kidding.
Honorable mentions.
That's
We
how
were
they
those
feel.
where, you almost died or something.
Actually, I have a question for y'all. What do you think about? I'm sure this has happened to you. Like, you've been in a public stall, and you know the person on the next to you is shitting, same time you're shitting, but they finish shitting, but then they stand up to piss.
Yeah.
I don't what is that?
It happens every now and again.
It's
It's like a delayed.
It's their fragile male ego.
Like, you're already there, and your dong is not so big that it can't fit through the hole. Just pee sitting down, man.
I don't get.
I guarantee it's their fragile male ego. They're like, I can't pee sitting down.
See, I don't get it. Like say it's an empty bathroom. I go in there, I get to the urinal, doing my thing. Another guy comes in. They'll go to the stall and pee, like standing up.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You know, like. I was like, well, there's a urinal right next to me. Like, what did you know? I'm like, there's a divider there.
No,
man etiquette. You never pee in the urinal next to another man.
This is etiquette.
I think it's one thing if there's a string of urinals there, but there's two urinals. I don't understand.
I'm not doing it. I'm the guy that goes in the stall.
Yeah,
that's weird to me. I'm like, man, get up
I'm
in
the
there,
guy who goes in stall, but it's not for me. It's to protect you because I don't know how you're comfortable with another dude's. I don't know what your situation.
I'm already midstream. Like it's too late.
Lawrence is definitely looking over Lawrence is definitely looking over the stall. So
what? I said I go to the
all you gotta do is ask if you want to see.
You want to see? I remember there was one time in a Walmart bathroom. It was up front. And I was in the small stall, and whoever was in the handicap stall, something was going on there. All I know is I started to see water run on the ground, and it was coming towards me. So I started to panic because I wasn't done yet. So I had to go into DEFCON 4 mode and get this stuff cleaned up and get the hell out of there before that water got to me. It was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life.
He's like, oh my God.
I don't know what was going on in there, man. Because they were still in there, and the water was slowly creeping to my side.
Honestly, my favorite place to poop is Winn-Dixie. Like if there's a Winn-Dixie nearby, because there's never anyone in a Winn-Dixie, and their bathrooms are always clean. Like that's, and they have they always have 5 stalls in every bathroom. So,
You know what, Big T. I agree with him here. The people who put milk first, then their cereal, deserve to be shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's inefficient, first of all, and I demand efficiency.
Exactly.
That's all.
What about people who put drink before ice in a cup? Like they put the drink and then they stick the ice in there.
They're just
it's not as bad, but
I'll tell you something I have a problem with, and we have someone in this chat who does it, and I really, it bothers me. It always has. I've got a guy at work that does it now. It's people who microwave their ice cream.
Uh-oh.
No, I understand why he does it.
Lawrence, you must be the one that microwaves your ice cream.
No, it's Jonathan.
I've been called out.
No, it wasn't me, but I understand, Jonathan. Because you whip it up real good. It's like cream. It's so good.
That's what I'm saying. It's not microwave till it's hot. It's just to get it melted up.
That's why instead of microwaving it? Because I don't like to
McDonald's
microwave
milkshakes. No, Big T.
Big T is like, what?
Listen.
It doesn't hit the heat doesn't do it right. So what I like to do is I'll just, when I know I'm gonna eat some ice cream, I'll just take the ice cream out and set it on the counter.
That's what I do. I just set it out for a few minutes.
I'll come back like 10, 15 minutes later and it'll be good to go.
I ain't got time for this shit.
I want it right now, damn it.
Now. Ice cream
Here's
now.
The thing is like it makes it like that McDonald's milkshake when you just get it and it's real thick.
Right at the sweet spot.
How else you can do that? You put it in a fucking blender and then you blend it up, and guess what? You got a fucking.
I don't want to have to wash the blender.
Damn, you don't want to do nothing.
I got an answer for everything. I've been over this.
We got a guy at work.
He's already did the math. He's already come to
not only does he microwave his ice cream, but it's the vegan ice cream at that. So it's that fake shit anyway.
Well, that shit is hard as fuck, dude. It takes forever to melt.
Ice cream.
Yeah, it's because there ain't no fucking ice cream ever been made from leaves before. So
no comment, Big T. No comment. That's all I say about that.
I agree.
Oh,
it's definitely signs of someone who's.
I'm just saying, it doesn't get hot.
It's a warning. It's
It
a
just
warning
doesn't
sign, sir.
Just
Go make
no.
me some ramen and then tuck me in. Oh, that's not Big T.
No.
Damn. There it is. Been told.
Has anyone tried all the Little Debbie ice creams yet?
Yes.
Can't ever get my hands on them. They're
And
always
if you
out.
listen to my show, you would know that, asshole.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I haven't been. I mean, in my defense, I haven't been doing anything lately. So.
Yeah.
But
Unsolicited
so
laughter.
I've only had 2 flavors so far. I've only had the oatmeal cream pie and the Swiss roll, but both of them are really fucking good. Jonathan, I know you probably had more than the 2 flavors.
I had all of them, huh?
We have all of them, but I have not tried all of them yet.
Oh, I figured if I was you, I'd be stashing them in the back.
I actually found some in the back the other day. I'm like, ooh, who got these back here?
Uh-huh.
I was like, don't mind.
I can't ever get any.
Somebody has collected them for me. Don't mind if I do.
Guess I'm gonna have to start hitting them at 6 o'clock like I used to get cards.
Originally, when they first came out, that's how we had to do it because we know the vendor. They're like, hey, which got on the truck, bro? What you got?
So
what you got?
The consensus that I've heard from everybody is that the strawberry shortcake one is like heaven.
I have to find.
I had the Swiss roll.
Swiss roll's okay.
Swiss roll was really good. I liked it.
It was pretty good. And the Christmas tree one from back at Christmas.
Oh, I did have that Christmas tree one.
Was
they have that one.
delicious.
That one was good. I liked it.
It was way better than I thought it would be. I had low expectations, I guess, but it was really good.
Oatmeal cream pie is amazing.
I was just about to ask
if you like oatmeal cream pies.
So they do have one.
Yeah.
God damn it, y'all are making me hungry now.
Right. I'm thinking about it too. Like I need to go to Walmart.
Now I'm gonna have to.
Now a buddy of mine told me that the honey bun one, he says is like next level.
I'm gonna have to go in the
I have
freezer.
to find this like right now.
I'm gonna have to go in the freezer.
What is he texting you?
Yeah, what is he texting?
I told her to go make her own ramen.
Chump.
Ramen noodle ice cream. What do you think?
Yeah, probably bad.
No.
Probably
She might love it. I
Great.
mean, she's gonna eat it raw.
Is there a Star Crunch, like a crunch or a?
They haven't done a Star Crunch yet, but I'm waiting.
So, funny story about my daughter is that she was
Massive
vegetarian since she was like 5 years old, and she's started to eat meat now, and she doesn't really have any recollections of eating meat before when she was little. So it's kind of funny to watch her like try all this stuff, but now she's obsessed with chicken nuggets, and that's all she eats every day.
Love me some chicken nuggets. It's
chicken
a great
nuggets
go-to.
are really, really great.
And every restaurant's going to have chicken tenders.
But
Trust
she
me,
loves
I
chicken
know.
tenders and chicken. I think she's eating them every day since she started eating meat again.
Well, I'm trying to corrupt the people at my work. The vegan guy at my work, I'm trying to get him to just stop doing that.
Man, wait till you have a medium rare steak.
And the other guy at work I'm trying to corrupt is a guy who doesn't drink anymore. I'm telling him, I was like, no, man, you need to drink with us.
God, wait. I did have a talk with her today about eating so much chicken nuggets, but
Chicken nugget intervention. That's
Do
gonna
it.
be rough.
Do it, Big T. You have to do it. And then go back on a diet.
Like
bring it around town.
Or you can do what I do, Big T. Like I've had a Swiss roll one in my freezer for like weeks now, because what I'll do is because I'm trying to carb cut and such like that, I'll pull it out. I'll take like maybe 4 bites and then I put it up. It's torturing yourself. I'm not gonna lie, but you can still at least indulge a little bit.
I had another flavor and I can't remember which one it was now.
Well, I'm gonna have to go sneak in the freezer and see where y'all are hiding them motherfuckers.
Here's a funny story about sneaking in the freezer and getting them. So I go to the freezer one night because we had some come in on a truck, and our mod team at my job is terrible and can't set a mod until it's, like at 8 to 10 weeks old. So we have all of them in the back on a cart, and I go back there to grab them off the cart because I'm tired of waiting for them to put them out. So I get like 3 of them. I think I had like the Swiss roll, oatmeal cream pie, and something else. It was probably the strawberry shortcake. I come walking out with him. The overnight team lead stops me and he's like, "What are you doing?" So, "What do you think you're doing?" I'm like, "I'm buying these ice creams." And he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "No, you can't buy those." He's like, "That mod's not set yet." And he's like, "That's shopping out the back." I'm like, "This is not shopping out the back." It's like, because I didn't hide these. First off, I was like, and they're not a clearance item, so it's not shopping out the back. I was like, these are supposed to be on the shelf. But he kept.
You guys are fucking slow.
Yeah, but he kept insisting. He's like, no. He's like, you can't do that. So I was like, finally, I just got aggravated. I just held all 3 of them out to him. I was like, "Here you go, buddy." I was like, "It's not that fucking big of a deal. It's just ice cream." He's like, "No, it kind of is a big deal." But
why are fucking Walmart fucking people so gung ho? I don't understand it, dude.
Man,
like the backdoor people that I deal with, they're all fucking assholes. It's like I don't understand. Like we're trying, like we need to work together, not against each other. Like we're all trying to fucking make money here, and you're fucking being a bitch.
Let me be devil's advocate here. Man, we catch so many vendors doing like shady shit.
Well, no, I know it's a classic case of, one person ruins it for everybody else. But it just seems like in the job description, it's like you have to be an asshole,
a colossal
to work
asshole.
the back door.
Man,
you have Waveland Walmart, don't you?
Yeah.
Mr. Rick's still there.
Rick, boy, he's a rough one, boy.
Oh yeah, he'll get you.
Man, I see.
It's a very good question. What happened to Lawrence?
I don't know.
He probably fell asleep.
I seen a dude one time piss Rick off, and it was pouring rain that day, and he said, "Come here." He walked outside. The dude come out there with him. He walked right back inside and shut the door on him. He said,
"Oh my God!"
Out the pouring ass rain. That's cold blooded.
Yeah, he's
Rick don't fuck around, boy.
He's something else, man.
He's a cool dude when you get to know him.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get to know him and stay on his good side. Don't get on his bad side, because he will make your life a living hell. I had a Walmart manager at 6849, the neighborhood on Pass Road. I go in there to pitch him something, and I guess I messed up, and I sent him the wrong thing. And this guy comes at me all crazy. He's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Well, who are you? I don't know who you are. I wasn't told that you were anybody I'm supposed to talk to." And he's like, "Well, who are you?" And I'm like, "I'm the salesman for FEB." And he's like, "Well, you never introduced yourself to me." And I'm like, "I don't know who you are."
Yeah,
he's like, "Well, I'm the grocery manager. I'm the go-to. I'm the guy you need to talk to." I was like, "Well, that's not what I was told. I was told I was supposed to talk to this person. Like, I don't know who you are. I didn't know I was supposed to come see you."
I tell you, man, there's some of them that drink that Kool-Aid, man.
Man, I'm telling you, dude.
I don't know who you guys think they are.
Well, the problem, man, is they get like a superiority complex, like bad, man, and they have to flex on you. Like they got to make it a point to flex on you. And I'll straight tell them, like I told one day, one of the coaches, I was like, "Dude, don't come over here trying to flex on me, man." I was like, "I've been here too long and I know what to do." I was like, "Don't come flex on me."
Right.
I think a lot of it
if you need me to do something, tell me what I need to do, but don't come over here and fucking flex on me. Like
a lot of it has to do with a lot of those people that are put in those positions have never been in a position of power before, and they don't know how to handle it. Right. It's kind of like gas station managers are the same way. They're like, it's just a specific type of person who's never really had anything in their life, and they're given this little bit of power. I'm not talking shit about people. I'm just saying, like, they're given this little bit of power, and they don't know how to handle it in their brain. Right. Like, they're like, oh, I'm the boss. I'm the boss now. I got all the power. Like,
it's my kingdom.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like that. Like, most people are easy to work with.
Is at any given time during any conversation, all I have to do is scream out as loud as I can, did you just ask to touch my dick? And then report it to management. Make a case out of it, and they're in trouble.
God, they're trying to grab my dick.
So leave me the fuck alone and let me do my job.
She'll pay you to make ramen.
Why is your daughter still awake? And why does she want ramen at midnight?
Because she's...
How much?
No, I'm not doing it.
How much you gonna pay, man? At least inquire.
First off, she just said she's too poor to afford the Batman pizza, which, by the way, Big T, I have not tried that. So there's no way she's gonna be able to pay him to make ramen.
No, she's not too poor. You know what it is? She has a job now and she gets paid. You know what it is? She doesn't like to spend her own money. She tries to get people to buy her stuff so that she doesn't have to spend her own money.
Okay.
Where the hell have you been?
Yeah.
Just don't worry about it.
I know where the fuck he was, and I know what was going on. I'm just gonna say that right now.
What's his name?
He's out of breath too. So,
whoa.
Let's just say I had to take care of some business, but I'm back now. So what's going on, guys?
I had to take care of some business.
It sounds like you were doing a cocaine bump.
We're wrapping the show up. That's what's going on now.
It's bedtime.
Yeah. So does anyone have anything to add? Jonathan, actually, before we close shop here, what's been going on over there on your show? Like, tell us some juicy episodes that you've been pumping out here.
We just had an episode come out was it yesterday or this morning? I don't know.
T says
one of those two.
He has school tomorrow.
No, they don't have school. This
Mardi Gras, Big T.
Mardi Gras.
We have Mardi Gras holiday here, so
so we have Mardi Gras.
Special.
We're special. Mardi Gras.
For some reason, our show tends to go to food a lot.
Yeah, well, Mississippi, we like to talk about food.
South in general, tends to gravitate towards it for some reason, and we had a pretty big segment on those ice creams that we just talked about.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Well, considering that Blake is an ice cream expert, I have to give that show a listen to hear what he has to say.
He is an expert. I think he has tried all of them. I think we talked about it on this.
I am not surprised.
Not the slightest.
Now, what I'm waiting on is someone to be a brave soul and blend all of them together in a blender and have like a little Debbie.
I told you, I am not washing the blender.
All right, Big T says, anybody seeing the new Batman this weekend? ? Yes.
That's this weekend?
We can't have a show on this channel called Only Bat Fans and not watch the Batman. We've been trying to tease this. Me and Greg will be seeing it, but you got to find a date for it. Day, not a date. This sounds kind of, but
it's going to be a date.
It's going to be a date.
And I will be expecting a hand job.
Hey,
it'll be dark enough, I think. Yeah. COVID probably keeps a lot of people away. You could probably have
We'll probably be the only two people in there.
Yeah, you could probably get butt naked and just I don't know, go all out.
Well, you had to go.
There's one in the description, Big T, if you want to check it out. And also, you can just look them up on pretty much everything. Apple Podcasts, Google Play.
Yeah,
Unsolicited Laughter. Spotify, everything.
Yeah, Spotify.
Unsolicited Laughter. Check them out.
But Greg, will we do a review on it once we watch it?
Definitely. Well, we'll probably do like an Only Bat Fans where we just talk about it for like 15 or so minutes.
I saw a kids movie.
To it. What kids movie?
Sing 2. I saw that. It was the last day in theaters. We went and saw it.
You never saw Sing 1, but you skipped to Sing 2.
No, I saw Sing 1. I saw Sing 1.
Okay.
It was in theaters still. And we went and bought tickets, and we were the only ones in there. Me, the wife, and 3 kids.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I watched Creep Show 2. I never seen any of the Creep Shows. I don't know if you guys seen those old.
You skipped the first one and went straight to 2?
Because the first one you had to pay for some weird reason. 2 was free on Amazon Prime, so I just watched Creep Show 2. It was pretty good. I liked it.
So she wants ramen and her back scratched and to be tucked in.
Oh, all 3.
Yeah, none of that's going to happen except maybe I'll tuck her in.
Oh,
here comes a
I guess I'll scratch her back.
Russians invading.
Yeah. All the money she has.
All right, then. So, Lawrence.
Yeah, she has 49 cents in her bank account right now. I just checked.
Someone read off our Patreon subs.
Patreon subscribers: S'mores and Doors, Shelby W, Hayden Cornelius, Jay the Stingray, Orc145626, Jonathan Cantrell.
It's me.
That's him. Appreciate that, everybody. If you want to give us some support, the link is in the description. You can sign up there. Got a few different tiers. Not sure what we're doing with that yet, but in the future, I plan to throw something on there eventually.
Greg needs to stop playing so much Rust and focus.
I really do. I haven't been posting a red circle neither. I've been really slacking.
I need to hurry up and graduate so I can get back to focusing on the channel as well. I've been preoccupied with work.
Yeah, get out of school already. School's not cool.
I can't wait till that's it's not. It's definitely not cool.
School's
it sucks.
fools.
It sucks. I'm like a prisoner.
All right, everyone, we're out of here. Until next time.
Slack off.
Slack off, baby.